The Celtics and Lakers are among the league's most isolation-heavy teams this season, ranking in the top 6 for isolation possessions per game, with Boston averaging 11.3 and LA at 9.2. Not only do they lean on ISO plays frequently, but they also excel at them, ranking in the top 5 in efficiency, with the Celtics scoring 0.97 points per possession and the Lakers slightly ahead at 0.98. This highlights how crucial one-on-one matchups are to both teams' offensive systems. However, their recent showdown revealed a key difference. While the Lakers looked to exploit mismatches, they struggled to find any real weaknesses in Boston's defense. Even when they hunted matchups, they often targeted the wrong defenders, missing prime opportunities to break down the Celtics. And that's exactly what we'll be diving into in this breakdown. In this game, the Lakers made Al Horford their primary target, orchestrating a series of pick-and-roll actions to force switches onto LeBron James and Luka Dončić. Their objective? Exploit him in isolation. On paper, the strategy made sense. LeBron and Luka rank in the 75th and 85th percentiles in ISO scoring, averaging 0.97 and 1.06 points per possession, respectively. But here's where they miscalculated. The very player they sought to expose thrives against bigger, more physical scorers who rely on strength rather than agility to break down defenders. While he struggles against shifty, lightning-quick guards like Darius Garland, Tyrese Maxey, and Trae Young, he excels at neutralizing power-based scorers. The Lakers' game plan had a flaw, and Horford made them pay for it. LeBron and Luka, on the other hand, dominate when facing smaller, leaner defenders, players they can overpower regardless of height or wingspan. But against physically strong, bulkier defenders who can absorb contact and stay attached on drives, their efficiency takes a hit. That's exactly why targeting Horford was a flawed strategy. The Lakers assumed that LeBron and Luka's quickness and dribble moves would be enough to blow past Horford, but the veteran big man didn't bite. He stayed disciplined, sliding his feet, absorbing contact and staying glued to both stars whether they tried to drive past him or create space for a step-back jumper. Instead of relentlessly attacking Horford in isolation, the Lakers should have been hunting Derrick White, and the numbers tell a clear story. Since last season, including the playoffs, LeBron and Luka have shot a combined 12 for 39 against Horford, just 30.8%. But against White, a scorching 17 for 25 or 68%. That's more than double the efficiency when attacking White instead of Horford. And yet, the Lakers repeatedly went at Horford, underutilizing the more favorable matchup. The result? LeBron went 1 for 4 against Horford in isolation, continuing his struggles from earlier in the season, making it 1 for 7 overall against Horford on ISOs for the season. Luka didn't fare much better, managing just 1 for 6 in ISO situations. Ultimately, both of them combined for a dismal 2 for 10 against Horford. But conversely, when they attacked White, a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. And yet, with the game hanging in the balance with less than 4 minutes remaining, the Celtics clinging to a 7-point lead, the Lakers had 8 offensive possessions to close the game. With LeBron sidelined due to injury, Luka took over as the primary creator. 4 of those trips down the floor saw the Lakers relentlessly targeting Horford in isolation, probing for a weakness to exploit in the veteran's armor. But the result is yet again frustration. Luka managed just 1 for 3 from the field on those attempts, while a costly Horford steal on an Austin Reeves ISO added to LA's struggles. But perhaps the most baffling part? Not a single one of those final 8 possessions was a Luka ISO against Derrick White, the very matchup that had been the Lakers' most successful isolation play all game. Effective isolation offense isn't just about picking on the weakest defender on the floor, it's about recognizing the strengths of the ISO player and exploiting the opponent most vulnerable to them. And in this case, the ideal target should have been Derrick White, not Horford. Had the Lakers adjusted their approach and focused on exploiting White more frequently while steering clear of Horford, the game could have been much closer. Against a team as dominant as the Celtics, every missed opportunity matters. Boston understands this well on the other end. They consistently hunted the right matchups, exposing the defenders least equipped to handle the strengths of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in isolation. That level of precision is what separates great teams from elite ones, and it's what ultimately made the difference in this matchup.